Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2009 Ford Edge. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic, and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, it's meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. Alright. Hood. And here we go. Alright, 2009 Ford Edge. It's just their mid-size SUV. Just 5 passengers. It's not third row or anything. Pretty decent looking. No real huge dense dings or anything like that. A couple little spots, just of imperfections because it's an 09. You've got a couple of things, tiny little rust spots starting, but nothing major. Tires are right around 35%. You've got the keyless entry right there on the door. Front tires aren't as good as the back ones, probably about 30%. A little scuffing right there. Let's see, interior. We just have black cloth, but it looks like it's in pretty decent condition. Could use vacuumed up, but other than that, it's all right. And back here, I think this is an automatic. Maybe not. Maybe that was another vehicle I was looking at. There's the back hatch. So you've got plenty of storage room back there. Here you've got, those seats go down. That's kind of cool. They probably don't automatically come up, but they go down automatically. So this is not the loaded up one, but it's just got the cloth and it's got a couple little things on it. It looks like from this angle there might be a little dent right there and a little crinkle right there. Just all minor stuff. I know that back passenger side window does not go down. There's a little paint spot right there. They had it disconnected from the motor. So I'm assuming the regulator is shot, so I've got it propped up inside, and so it's then you don't have the tape and all that nasty stuff on it, but it's not going to go down or anything either until it's fixed. So under here, taken away like it should be, started right up every time. I've only started it like 4 or 5 times, but started right up every time since I've had it. Alright, in here, I went to go get gas in it, and that's about as far as I've been in it so far. We've got tire pressure monitor fault. I aired up all the tires to 40 pounds, so I know it's just a sensor problem. And then, let's see, what was the other one? Check parking aid. That might be, that's the thing that like beeps and stuff if you're gonna hit something. It might have something in the back, when it had hit that one part. It's just a sensor probably not functioning the correct way. There was a check engine light. I forgot to bring my computer, so I will take pictures of that and post it. And then where's my odometer? How do I get my, let's see. I set 212,275 miles on here. And I can do this setup. All doors closed, engine temp okay, oil pressure okay, brake fluid level okay, tire pressure monitor fault, we know that, check parking aid, we know that, washer fluid okay, fuel level okay. So everything it checks is pretty much okay except for those 2 things that I mentioned. And like I said, I'll take pictures of that check engine light. Over here we've got radio. Just a basic radio, but the radio works. Here, air conditioning, it does not blow cold. I have not added any Freon or anything to it to see if that changes it. Pay attention to the description and see. I'll probably add a can and see if it changes it at all. A lot of times it does. A lot of times that's just what the problem is. Sometimes it doesn't, but I'll probably add a can and so you can check the description and see if that got updated. Looks like we have a huge sunroof, but it has no power. So sorry, I just like got your hopes all up and then just dashed them. So I don't know, button issue, fuse issue, something, I don't know. No power up here to that sunroof. But the driver's side window works, passenger side window works. I am going to keep them down during our drive just because otherwise it will get hot in here. That back window, like I said, it does not work. And then that one does work. I'm assuming that that back window motor works just because since they did have it unplugged, my thinking is they unplugged it because the motor worked and people would keep, you know, pressing the button and then it would knock it off the regulator and it would mess it up. So they unplugged it so that the motor would not power the regulator. That's my thinking. I don't know this, of course, because I didn't plug it back in. I just propped up the window so that it wasn't duct taped up there and it had all that sticky goo on it and all of that stuff. All right, off on our drive. It does have good power, and I'm pretty sure the auction mentioned something about suspension noise, and when we went to Casey's, I noticed it on a couple of the areas of the road. Sounds to me just like some struts up in the front. But other than that, though, that strut noise, I don't hear any other suspension noise, and it's driving pretty smooth otherwise. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. Let's figure out our windshield wipers. Windshield wipers and fluid work. And we'll figure out our cruise. And our cruise works. So we've got all that going on for us. And lastly, brakes are good and solid, no grinding or vibration. So, overall, good running, bones are good, motor, transmission, they seem to do what they're supposed to do. Couple cosmetic things, a couple windows that need some attention, the rear passenger one and the sunroof one, air conditioning that needs some attention, and then tire pressure sensor, and then check my pictures for that check engine light and see what that says. I want to say the auction said something, it was about an EVAP code or something, but like I said, I'll take pictures of it and post it in there. Read the description and see if there's any updates, and then if you have any further questions, you can give me a call or send me a text. My cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.